You, in your presentation, listed off several of the textbooks and the problems that you had with them. How many of those texts are used in state classrooms now? Do you know
Right
that?
now, well, they recently have been approved. There's a list of, 74 or so. And I've probably reviewed about 12 of those. And all of them will be used in Tennessee classrooms for the next 6 years. So, unless something drastic takes place with the legislature, hopefully in January.
Well, I guess what do you hope to see come out of the hearings here today?
A different process, entirely different, whereas more books are allowed to bid to be accepted into Tennessee, and more scrutiny by parents and former teachers like myself who have a great understanding of history, and if there are math books being selected, if that is the time for math books, then those should be reviewed by former math teachers or people who are good at math. Like we said, in the private sector people should be involved in the process too.
Do you think that the problems with the textbooks and the textbook selection, do you think that maybe like exemplifies the problems of the public school system, or do you think that there might be a problem that's inherent in that?
Yes, there is a problem inherent in that, because with textbooks, and as they have testified with the Common Core hearings back in September, if the textbooks and if the tests rather are aligned to the standards that are reflected in the textbooks, then that is a definite problem. So the tests will be reiterating or re-emphasizing the information that would be in the textbooks and the standards, which, the same thing would be the curriculum. So everything is going to be reflected in all of the above. So that's a problem.
Do you think that the current situation or the current way that this is done, like that, they say that they're not teaching to the test, but then they also say that the tests are very important. Do you think that the teacher is missing in this whole thing? Should the teacher have more autonomy in what they're teaching?
Yes, the teacher is missing, and the teacher should have more autonomy and more creativity. When I was teaching in North Carolina, I had a lot of leeway. I had a lot of creativity. I could make my own tests. I didn't have to rely on some standardized test made for me in some higher office in Washington, D.C., or as in the IB program, which has been in place since 2000. These tests are made in another country and graded in another country, which to me is unacceptable for this country.